back through the Stargate.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Back Through the Stargate. It is I, Admiral Fuzzy Nuts.
Hey, and me, it's your awesome host, G-Raj.
I also go by Chris. You can call me Chris for short. But yeah, so what's on today's menu? Little things I like to call SCPs.
SCPs.
You know what SCP is?
Secure, contain, protect.
Yes, an SCP is an object with anomalous properties. It could be an object, a person, a boot. You know, it could be a room,
a monster.
It could be an idea.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You know, it could be anything from like a toaster that just like untoasts your toast and makes it bread again, all the way up to like an interdimensional godlike entity that's trying to destroy the world, but the only thing holding it back is a chain.
Yep.
That's a real one. Look it up. I'm not going to give you the number. You got to do your own research.
And most of these things are classified through numbers.
So like you got SCP-000 or 001, which nobody knows what they are.
Yeah,
specifically 001, there's like 20 different 001s.
There's also an SCP that if you know what it is, it changes what it is.
Yeah, there's a SCP that like it's called an anti-meme. You look at it, and no matter what you do, you can't remember. You take a picture, it's gone. You draw a picture, it's something else.
Sometimes they're ominous, sometimes they're bad, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're
Well, they got a classification system.
Yes.
Like they got like at least 9, but we're gonna go over the main 3, the big 3. Like the 3 primary classes. You got safe, Euclid, and Keter.
Yeah.
And a safe class SCP is an anomaly that is easily and safely contained. Like you put it in a box and it stays in the box, it's good.
Like there's an SCP that it's a vending machine and it just gives out weird stuff.
Yeah, as long as you don't interact with the vending machine.
It's from a different dimension. Like it's just like it's a soda, but nobody recognizes.
Yeah, it's like a completely unknown brand,
like Rick and Morty dimension.
Yeah,
type of stuff.
The Florbus Cola.
Yeah, Florbus Cola. So they can put it in the
diet form.
Yeah, and the SCP facilities, they're in classified places.
Yeah, they get locked, contained somewhere where nobody can interact.
Yeah, nobody
with it.
knows.
They run their own experiments on it. You got like a bunch of scientists and all that that will sit there and run experiments.
A lot of this stuff is redacted. So
it's redacted. Like they have the D-class personnel, which are just like death row inmates.
Yeah, they send prisoners
by the SCP Foundation.
Then you have the scientists who study the prisoners getting eaten and killed by these fucking things.
Like they'll either have their bread untoasted or they get fed to a monster that they can't even kill by dunking it in acid.
Like there's a teddy bear that walks around and for some reason we're super friendly to everybody, but then one of the guards will go missing and there's another teddy bear, but that teddy bear is made out of flesh.
Like human skin.
Yeah, human skin and bone and stuff. And they're like, where the fuck is Bob? And there's a fleshy teddy bear. So he's cute.
That's a Euclid class entity.
Yes.
A Euclid class entity is an anomaly that requires more resources to contain completely or where containment isn't always reliable. Usually this is because the SCP is insufficiently understood or inherently unpredictable.
Yeah.
So that's a Euclid class entity.
Yeah, he'd be scary.
And then you got like, they feed the D-class personnel to like, there's this one, it's a giant like lizard, but it's intelligent, it can talk to you. Nobody knows where it came from, but like they try everything they can to kill it.
Yeah, it's indestructible.
Completely indestructible. Like they have to keep it submerged in acid, and even that, like it's sitting there screaming at you, like, you think this is gonna hold me?
Yeah.
Like if that thing gets out, there's nothing we can do to stop it. That's a Keter class creature.
Keter class. Okay.
That's a Keter class creature.
That's the badass ones.
Yeah, Keter class SCPs are anomalies that are exceedingly difficult to contain consistently or reliably, with containment procedures often being extensive and complex. The Foundation often can't contain these SCPs well due to not having a solid understanding of the anomaly or lacking the technology to properly contain or counter it. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's dangerous, just that it is very difficult or costly to contain.
Yeah.
So like you can have some that's like not inherently dangerous, like a guy who just walks around.
Yeah, a guy
like,
who walks through walls and they keep catching him.
He's Kane. Like they call him Kane, and he's an SCP that he's a Keter class, but not because everything around him dies.
Yeah, it's not.
I might
fault.
have that mix up between the two, but you know, he's not one of the ones that I got lined up for you guys today.
There's also an SCP of a guy. He's just such bad luck that they have to lock him up because just everything bad happens around.
There's that one guy who he's not dangerous at all, but he just keeps teleporting to different realities. He can't control it, and he just teleports. So he's technically a Keter class because they can't contain him. Like, yeah, he'll be there, but now he's gone.
Yeah,
he's in a different Foundation now, not our Foundation.
Yep, and the thing, bug people are watching him or something.
Exactly, and like we brought it up, like there's other ones. You got like Apollyon. Those are the really good guys, the really bad guys, the big guys. Anomalies, Apollyon class SCPs are anomalies that cannot be contained, are expected to breach containment imminently or some other similar scenario. Such anomalies are usually associated with world-ending threats or K-class scenario of some kind and require a massive effort from the Foundation to deal with. A K-class scenario is just like an end-of-the-world scenario.
God's coming.
Like, yeah. Exactly. God's coming and he's pissed.
Yep.
He's really angry right now.
You just see a giant boo come down. Oh shit, he's mad. Is that Raid in his hand?
Exactly. And there's multiple others, but like that's a whole other rabbit hole. We might have to do a part 2 of this.
Oh, nice.
You know, another SCP episode like in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
or something
I'm down.
Like that. I'd be down with it.
These are very interesting and some of them are pretty scary.
Oh yeah,
I picked scary ones.
You pick scary ones.
Yeah.
Ooh, edgelord.
Ooh,
edgelord.
scary.
Where's his duster when he needs it?
Yep. Wah, 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 wah. That was when I was a kid. I don't do that no more.
I moved on from that.
Maybe you haven't heard. I don't shine shoes no more. Go home and get your fucking shine box. You motherfucker.
But yeah, we got a few SCPs to talk about, right? Like I picked out a couple.
I got
some scary ones.
Yeah, I got some scary ones.
I picked out a couple of weird ones to make you think, huh? And I got like maybe one or two kind of funny ones.
Yeah, I got a few honorable mentions. They're not like ones we're gonna spend a lot of time talking about, but it's like, you know,
I don't know. The one that I got picked out is pretty fucking hilarious.
Some of them were a couple silly. I got a couple silly ones. So my first SCP, like I said, they're
first SCP.
Yeah, they're in which stands for secure,
contain, protect.
Yes. So yeah, my first one is 002, which is
SCP
the living
002.
room.
The quote unquote living room, because it's
object
it is
class Euclid.
So you know,
the special, the
kind of a chill guy.
The SCP, the special containment procedure.
How we contain this.
The SCPs for the SCP.
For the SCPs. For the SCP.
The procedure is SCP-002 is to remain connected to a suitable power supply at all times and to keep it in what appears to be a recharging mode in case of an electrical outage. The emergency barrier between the object and the facility is to be closed and immediately area evacuated. Once the facility's power is reestablished, alternating bursts of X-ray and ultraviolet light must strobe the area until it's reaffixed to the power supply and return to recharging mode. Containment areas to be kept negative air pressure at all times.
Damn.
No personnel below level 3 are permitted within SCP-002. This requirement may be waived via written authorization from 2 off-site level 4 administrators. So, the teams including 2 members are required within 20 meters of SCP or its containment area. Personnel should maintain physical contact with one another at all times to confirm there's another person present as perception may be dulled, skewed, or influenced by proximity to the object. So like you'll think you're far away, but you're right there up on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then
Goddamn.
SCP-002 resembles a tumorous fleshy growth with a volume of roughly 60 meters or 2,000 feet big. An iron valve hatch on the side leads to an interior. So think of like a submarine door with the spinny wheel.
Damn.
That's what's on the side. Just it's SpongeBob's front door.
Yeah, it's a room.
Yeah.
A quote unquote.
Yeah,
room.
it's just a big fleshy ball, but there's a SpongeBob's front door right there on the side.
I'm imagining like Krang from the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, but there's no face.
There's there's like a door instead of a face.
So an iron valve hatch on the side. It appears to be a standard low rent apartment of modest size.
On the inside.
The inside. One wall of the room possesses a single window, though no such opening is visible from the exterior. The room contains furniture which, upon closer examination, appears to be sculpted from bone, woven hair, and various other biological substances produced by the human body. All matter tested thus far shows independent or fragmented DNA sequence from each object in the room.
Damn.
So it's basically all different people in the room. It's just like the TV's made out of it's a low rent apartment. Like think of a shitty dingy apartment, but all the furniture's made out of fucking people.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah, the refrigerator, the TV.
$4,000 a month.
There's a motherfucking it's still $4,000 a month. There's a window, and you know who knows what it's looking at.
It's probably an eye dude looking in at you, but that's fucking terrifying, dude.
We're
starting off strong. Man.
Yeah, no, dude. So I'm guessing that everybody that found that room, you go in there, and if you don't have a second person with you, bang, it eats your ass, and then you're furniture.
I don't want to become furniture, man.
Yeah, dude, you'd be like,
my luck.
especially in a
I'd
low
rent
rent
that
apartment.
Yeah,
shitty apartment.
It's a high fucking rent, shitty ass, ghetto ass apartment in the middle of nowhere.
It's a fleshy blob, so that means.
And it's always humid, I imagine, for no reason. You're always probably like, why is the carpet wet?
And it's a shitty fucking blob, so that means it could squeeze into like an empty building, and you would just be like, oh, look at this apartment, yeah, and you walk in, and then bang, you're beat.
Yeah, now it's eaten. Yeah,
it's a trap,
turning you into more furniture. Probably be like, God damn, man.
And there's probably a bunch of those out there, man. So be careful. Like if you see a hatch with one of them spinny things, like SpongeBob's front door, man. You know what I'm talking about.
If you go to rent an apartment and you see a submarine hatch instead of a front door,
don't rent
twice.
that place.
I'm not saying don't rent it. I'm just saying think twice.
Yeah.
You know, ask for a tour first. Nah, but man, you starting off strong with that one.
Yeah, no,
man.
I mean, that'd be scary as fuck. Could you imagine walking into a bar and it was all
flesh? You're sitting there laying in your bed and you hear like, and you'd be like, what the fuck? Do I got rats? No, that's just the fucking, the living room.
Yep. The floor probably open up and swallow you. Who knows?
That's the thing about these SCPs. It could be anything, man. Like these microphones that we're talking into, they could be SCPs. They could be sitting there, and like if we fall asleep with it on, like we just wake up and our eyes are glowing the same color as the light LED on the fucking microphone.
And every time
we're just sitting there repeating everything we just recorded.
What?
SCP microphone, man.
Every time I talk, I age faster.
Yeah, there you go. Be like that Eddie Murphy movie. You only got so many words left, man.
Oh,
click. But
that's not gonna help our job as the podcasters. If
we'll have to learn Morse code.
All right.
Like tap 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 tap
tap.
But I got one. I think it's all right. Mine is SCP-1086, aka Second Brain Syndrome. I chose
Second Brain Syndrome?
I chose it purely
scary.
because it sounds fucking cool. It sounds awesome. You get a second brain.
Yeah, I mean,
I hope.
Unless I'm right.
Was
like blowing my brain out.
You're sitting there looking like Void from Berserk.
Looking like the leader. Or MODOK. What the fuck?
I don't want to look like either. Although I think I'd rather MODOK than the leader, to be honest.
I'd rather be the leader. At least I wouldn't have little hands on my feet.
You're gonna headbutt something, man. You're gonna get like, I don't know math.
I'd be like Stewie when they got superpowers. Just be lifting up shit with my brain.
True. Go through the green door. But this is SCP-1086, aka second brain syndrome. Object class Euclid. So it ain't too bad, you know. It's not safe, but it ain't too bad. We're off to a good start. All instances of SCP-1086-1 are to be contained. These are the procedures. Are to be contained and quarantined until death, while no method of treating or curing SCP-1086. So SCP-1086-1 is a person infected with this syndrome. While no method of treating or curing 1086 has been determined, it remains possible to prevent its spread so long as infected iterations are contained as quickly as possible. Due to the time-sensitive nature of containment, any mobile task force not engaged in immediate actions may be activated for purposes of capture and transfer of SCP-1086-1 instances to the central containment area at Site-38. We're not off to a great start.
Nah.
We're not off to a great start.
Doesn't sound like something you want.
It does not sound like it, no. Let's read further. In the event of widespread outbreak of SCP-1086, any facility, foundation, or otherwise with a biohazard containment chamber rated at biosafety level 3 or higher may be commandeered for containment purposes. This is really not sounding good. So long as containment protocols are carried out in full, there should be one instance of 1086-1 at any given time. This iteration is to be kept alive at all costs until identification of the next victim is complete. Use of any and all necessary medical supplies are pre-authorized for this purpose. In the event of a containment breach resulting in more than one instance of SCP-1086-1, it is to be considered preferable that multiple infected individuals be kept alive for fail-safe purposes, but the prevention of further spread of 1086 is to take priority over this. However, under no circumstances are all iterations of 1086-1 to be terminated. This will lead to further outbreak.
Yeah.
So you got to keep at least one person alive to make sure it doesn't spread.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying we forgot to tell everybody that the SCP is really quick to kill a motherfucker. They're really quick to do it. They don't mind.
Oh yeah. The foundation, if they have the option, you're just gonna get wiped off the face of this earth.
Yeah.
It's they only keep you around if they need you.
Yeah, they're real quick to kill them.
Note, some concerns have been raised regarding the extensive commitment of personnel and material required to the containment of a single individual. It should be remembered that the priority here is speed. SCP-1086-1 instances become contagious within 6 hours of initial infection, given 25 hours total of advance warning to stop a potential epidemic. Additionally, containment may require seizing control of a specialized biocontainment lab in complete secrecy before administering. God damn, I'm having trouble with that one. One more time. Before administering amnestics to dozens or hundreds of witnesses. Budgetary concerns are secondary. Dr. Redacted, Head Researcher 1086. SCP-1086. By the way, we should have mentioned this before. Amnestics are drugs that the Foundation uses. Like if you see an SCP or you were an SCP but now you're not, they will give you amnestics, which just completely wipe your memory.
They got one of those sticks from
Men in Black, the neuralizer. Would you look in the light for me for a second?
Yeah. Hey, does this smell like chloroform?
Okay, so that was all just in the goddamn containment procedures. We're finally at the description of this one.
What is it?
SCP-1086 is an immunosuppressive disorder principally brought on by infection with a heretofore undiscovered species of bacteria. Infected individuals are designated SCP-1086-1. I hit the nail on the head with that one.
Yep.
The disease has two primary effects on the human body. First, the disease causes the body to reroute 90-something percent. It's redacted. Of its leukocytes to a single location in the mediastinal lymph node. So all your blood cells go to one spot, forming a translucent gelatinous mass identified as SCP-1086-2. During the formation of this mass, white blood cells are converted into a mass of closely interconnected neurons, glial cells, synapses, and circulatory tissue. The final mass will be composed principally of these cells and the bacteria responsible for transmitting SCP-1086, making SCP-1086-2 especially dangerous. The bacteria responsible for 1086 has shown a total immunity to bacteriostatic antibiotic agents, ain't killing it with drugs, and a near total immunity to bacteria. So like acidic antibiotics. In those cases in which the bacteriostatic treatments are ineffective, the bacteria's rapid rate of reproduction effectively nullifies the treatment's effects. It spreads too fast to be contained. Second, due to the sudden near total suppression of the body's immune system, infected individuals will develop multiple opportunistic infections leading to the victim's rapid death. The bacterial species responsible for 1086 is found only in infected humans and SCP-1086-2. So you only find it in the people and in that secondary brain that they're fucking growing.
Okay.
It has not been located in any other environment or species. SCP-1086-2 is produced by affected individuals during the course of the disease and is one of the principal vectors for transmission of 1086. I don't like how they put mine through that. It's semi-redacted. It may or may not be. They don't know.
They don't know.
A marked difference between SCP-1086 contamination and other immunosuppressive syndromes is the pattern displayed by the opportunistic infections that ultimately result in the victim's death. While other immune-suppressing disorders result in a wide variety of different infections, SCP-1086-1 iterations consistently contract infections in a particular pattern, which they detail below, and like they reference all that other stuff. So like this is just a cursory glance of it. You're growing a second brain, you're infecting other people, you're probably forming a hive mind.
Yeah, I'm saying you're trying to infect other people.
I mean,
for some reason, some guy's thinking like you.
Should I read this?
Well, just go to the last stage.
Well,
because there's different stages. There's like 4 stages. So
there's 3 stages and 2 addendums.
It's just summary.
I'll summarize it. Initial infection either through contact with bacteria or through death of prior instances of SCP-1086-1. Patient will rapidly lose their immune system and fall prey to, dermatological diseases. So they start getting like fucking smallpox and other skin diseases. So in stage 1, symptoms will be skin related. Stage 2, this is to be avoided at all costs. They will die before it. Without skin grafts, they'll die before stage 2.
Okay.
Stage 2 is the beginning of the neurological symptoms. Around 18 hours after the initial infection, they'll get a fever, lose the ability to form coherent sentences, and speaking mostly in rambling passages, no meanings really. The only consistency in this stage is the insistence on the part of the affected individuals that they are lost without any further explanation. So they walk around saying, "I'm lost."
Yeah,
I'm lost.
I don't know what's going on.
Where do you need to go?
Are you my daddy?
Are you my daddy?
I don't know why I said that.
The secondary brain will start sending increasingly complex signals to the main brain, which affected individuals will perceive as strong droning music or mumbling voices. That's terrifying. You just hear,
yeah,
but in your head,
of monks.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on.
Bunch of Mongolian third singers.
It is believed that the random utterances of SCP of the people are attempts to process or describe these sounds. The subject's brain and the secondary brain battle for control over the subject's body, with the brain invariably losing.
It's not trying to work with you. It's like, yeah, this is my body now. You're like, wait a minute.
Stage 3 is just when the fucking secondary brain takes over.
Okay.
And it happens roughly around 48 hours after initial infection.
Total takeover.
Yeah, the cerebral tissue in the infected individual's body will begin to decay at an unusual extent, or to an unusable extent, giving the secondary brain increased control over the affected individual's body, particularly the speech centers of the brain. It's not a thing starting to talk.
Wants to talk now.
During this time, the individual iterations will begin uttering a name and a series of numbers. These numbers can be processed into rough coordinates describing a location somewhere on Earth. Jesus Christ. These messages will be interspersed with hysterical periods of unintelligible babbling believed to be an intent on the part of SCP-1086-2 to request assistance. Individuals will repeat these phrases for 1 hour, at which point the individual will go into convulsions and expel the secondary brain through their mouth.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. All personnel nearby must wear biohazard level 4 quote-unquote blue suits during stage 3. Any violation will result in quarantine, as a new SCP of 1086-1 as infection is almost certain without total isolation from the contaminated environment. So if you're not wearing that suit,
you are now
SCP-1086-1.
You don't want to fuck up at this job. You know what I'm saying?
Now you become an SCP.
Yeah, I'm saying you're an SCP now. They're gonna lock you up. Maybe put you in an orange jumpsuit. Be like, get in there with that guy.
Infected individuals will enter a comatose state and die within 6 hours after they puke up the brain.
Jesus.
12 hours after the death of the original individual, the individual during stage 3 will spontaneously contract 1086, like
so you throw up your brain.
They say a name, and when they say a name and they puke the brain up, the person that they said at the coordinates that they said becomes infected.
Oh, Jesus.
So now they got to go out and get that person, and it'll start all over again. So like that individual dies, they puke the brain up, and it's like a psychic infection.
Okay.
It's a bacteria, but it got sent psychically.
Crazy.
Yeah, dude. What the hell? I should have read all this in the beginning, man. This shit's crazy. But yeah, so you got two different. This is not what I thought it'd be.
Yeah,
do
no,
not
there's
get smarter.
Like I said, there's cute ones and there's silly ones. But like I said, even the teddy bear, he seems cute and funny, but he's not.
I think that one's got your living room beat, man.
I think so.
You beat that?
Yeah. I got SCP-049.
SCP-049. Hold on a second.
That is the Plague Doctor.
The Plague Doctor. That's always a fun one. That's a classic.
He's a Euclid. Object
He's fucking
class
terrifying.
Euclid.
There's a picture here.
You guys know what a Plague Doctor looks like? He's got the fucking long bird nose.
Yeah, like during the bubonic plague, dressed all in black.
Exactly. You know exactly.
Scary bird face.
Well,
SCP-049, object class Euclid.
Yep. SCP-049 is...
How we containing this motherfucker? This is how we contain this motherfucker.
Yeah, this is the containment procedures. 049 is contained with special standard secured to a humanoid containment cell. He's basically locked up in a jail cell.
Yeah, he's locked up in a jail cell. He's got all the amenities.
He's at Research Sector 2 at Site 19. He must be sedated before any attempts to transport him. During transport, he must be secured within a Class 3 humanoid restriction harness, including a locking collar and extension restraints, monitored by no fewer than 2 armed guards. Basically, they got him on that sticks like they had Storm Shadow that one time.
Yeah, they're transporting like they transport the Joker.
Yep. While SCP is generally cooperative with most Foundation personnel, outbursts or sudden changes in behavior happen.
Yeah, you can't predict these motherfuckers.
It's
like
met
the
with,
Joker.
Yeah, and it's met with elevated force. Under no circumstances should any personnel come into direct contact with them during these outbursts. He's pretty badass. You gotta leave him alone.
Yeah, if he's freaking out, don't bother him. He's gonna kill you.
At the point that he becomes aggressive, the application of lavender has been shown to produce a calming effect on the entity. Once calm, generally becomes compliant and will return to containment with little resistance. In order to facilitate the ongoing containment of SCP-49, the entity is provided with the corpse of a recently deceased animal, typically a bovine or other large mammal, once every 2 weeks for study.
Oh, he's just an inquisitive little fellow.
Yes, he's a pretty curious fellow.
He's pretty curious.
Corpses that become instances of SCP-0492 are to be removed from SCP-49's containment cell and incinerated. SCP-49 is no longer permitted to interact with human subjects, and requests for human subjects are to be denied.
Oh, that's ominous.
The temporary, I'll get there. You'll see. This guy's pretty creepy.
But
man.
By the way, SCP-0492 are believed to be living creatures that this curious little fella.
I'll get to what 0491 is.
Oh, jeez.
The temporary procedure update is Containment Committee is no longer permitted to interact directly with any members of the Foundation staff, nor is to be provided with any additional corpses to be used in his surgeries.
Oh, so you can't
This
even
order
have
shall
animals.
persist indefinitely until such a time consensus regarding the ongoing containment can be reached.
That's
Probably
ominous
talking
as
about
fuck.
killing his ass. In the description, what it is, he's a humanoid entity, roughly 1.9 meters in height, which bears the appearance of a medieval plague doctor. SCP-49 appears to be wearing thick robes and a ceramic mask indicative of that profession. The garments instead seem to have grown out of his body over time.
Oh, so it's not clothes. It's just,
and now indistinguishable from whatever form is beneath them.
so it is the outfit.
Yes.
That's
X-rays indicate that despite this, he does not have a humanoid skeletal
he does
structure
have-
beneath his outer layer.
He does
Or
have
I'm sorry, he does have a humanoid layer.
skeletal
You can see
structure
that.
beneath the
Yeah,
outer
it's
layer.
like
There's
beak. He has a beak.
Yeah, it's
You can
crazy.
see the
It's the
X-ray. And he
X-rays.
actually has the beak from the fucking actual mask.
Man, I'd punch him. I'm not gonna lie.
He's
He'd
capable
probably
of
fuck me
speech
up.
in a variety of languages, though tends to prefer English or medieval French. While SCP is generally cordial and cooperative for Foundation staff, it can become aggressive, like we said, and irritated. It feels it is present in what it calls the pestilence.
Oh, so
Although
if you
they-
he's gonna be like, "Are you fucking
pestilence, yeah.
sick?"
Although the exact nature of the pestilence is currently unknown, the Foundation researcher, it does seem to be an issue in immense concern to him. Because he keeps talking about, oh, the pestilence is coming, and they're like, what the fuck is that? And he won't say.
It's like if you have to know, you cannot do nothing.
He'll become
about it.
hostile with individuals as it sees it being affected by the pestilence. Just like you said, if you cough, he's like, oh, let me cure you, you know what I mean? Like,
I will cure you.
often
Say
having to
no.
be restrained should he encounter such. If left unchecked, he will generally attempt to kill any such individual. He's capable of causing all biological function in an organism to cease through direct skin touch.
Oh shit, he got a death touch.
Yeah, he basically can touch you and you're dead. This occurs, they don't know how, and autopsies of victims have inevitably been inconclusive. So he's expressed frustration and remorse after these killings, indicating they have done little to kill the persistence,
The pestilence.
the pestilence, though it will usually seek and then perform a crude surgery on the corpse, using implements contained within the Black Doctor's bag it carries on the persons at all times.
He's got a Mary
And
Poppins
he
bag.
does have Mary Poppins bag. There's like a shit, and no matter how many times they take it away from him, he still has this bag.
Oh shit, it says right here, while
Yeah.
these surgeries are not always successful, they often result in creation of instances of SCP-0492. That's
basically.
ominous. That's scary.
Yes, if he takes a human and he'll just kill him, work on him, and now he's got his own like automaton person to work for him.
That's scary,
And
man.
they're trying to work the pestilence. SCP-0492 instances are reanimated corpses that have been operated on by SCP-49. These instances do not seem to retain any of the prior memories or mental functions. Like they're zombies.
Yeah.
Have only basic motor skills and response mechanisms.
That's fucked.
While these instances are generally inactive, moving very little in generally ambiguatory fashion, they become extremely aggressive or provoked. Or if directed by SCP to do, because
Yeah,
they get them.
SCP, get 'em.
Instances, the SCP-0492 instances express active biological functions, though these are vastly different from currently understood human physics.
So they're alive, but we don't know why or how.
They take a shit, but we don't know how.
Yeah.
049 says that they've been cursed.
Or they've been cured.
Cured. He says, oh, I cured him. Because I
That's
guess the guy had a
crazy, dude.
cough, so he stabbed him and then made him. SCP-2.
Yeah, I don't like this plague doctor, man. I'm not a fan of this plague doctor.
I suggest go, if you wanted to check in SCPs more, go in there and check out there's an audio of them talking.
Yeah, you can either check it out on YouTube
He's
or
a
you can check
creepy
it out
fuck.
on the SCP Wiki.
He's like
You
trying
put
to get
links to these things.
He's trying to get people to talk to him. He's like, yo, like let me cure you, bro.
Yeah, like you seem to have the pestilence.
Yes, let me cure you.
Whatever that may be.
We need to fight the pestilence.
And I imagine he talks like a fucking old wizard from like he's got like a posh British accent. Like,
it's kind of
you
like
appear to be ill, my child.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but it's a little darker. It's like, yeah, you appear to be ill, my child. You know, like that.
Like somebody who you think, like,
It's
oh yeah, you know, yeah, like I don't want to see.
Oh, you
him
want
in
to
my
do an
dreams.
honorable mention? Right, I'll do one honorable mention.
You got an honorable mention?
Yeah, I do. It's called the Critical Tomato.
The Critical Tomato. Oh, this one sounds fun.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Which one is it?
It's 504.
SCP-504.
Yeah. It's
Critical tomato.
it's a tomato that if you tell a bad joke,
Right here.
yeah,
It's safe. It's considered safe.
it's considered safe.
Don't let that fool you.
So they can just put it somewhere, and nobody's allowed to go near it.
It could be near you.
It's got to be
at
kept in
all.
a soundproof room. And guards and researchers assigned to maturing or growing the SCP are to be equipped with radio-enabled masks which insulate non-transmitted sound. Basically, it makes it so they can't talk.
Let me tell you about
They're to
that.
be instructed to avoid attempts at humor.
Yeah,
So,
don't tell jokes around it. You'll
This
see
tomato
why.
is a species tomato physically and genetically identical to that of a regular old tomato.
It's just a tomato.
It was recovered in redacted Kentucky after a woman reported to police that her former husband had been murdered by his lunch.
That is a sentence. Murdered by his lunch.
The foundation is currently working to identify and destroy loose strains of SCP-504 in the surrounding commercial farming.
No, he didn't choke on his lunch.
Yeah, no,
He was murdered
it was
by
murdered by his lunch. That's right.
lunch.
When a poor attempt at humor is made verbally within human hearing range of the SCP tomato, they instantly accelerate to the speed of at least 100 miles an hour.
That's fucking crazy.
In the direction of the sound source. Only mature tomatoes separated from the vines and less than 10% rotted or chemically compromised. Basically, until it gets rotten, it won't do it.
If it's a normal good, like if you would eat this tomato, it's gonna shoot at your face at least 100 miles an hour.
And they exhibit this effect. Once the tomatoes don't even have to be physically intact, though ingested tomatoes are usually insulated enough to sound to prevent the effects from happening to the stomach acid.
Oh, that's crazy. So if you like somehow like got a whole swallow like a whole like quarter of a tomato,
Yeah.
and you say a bad joke, it's just go
No,
right at you.
They're saying
That's
that
what it said.
Yeah, no, they're saying it won't hear you through the stomach.
No, usually insulated enough. That means it might not be sometimes.
Yeah, you're right. You can take it that way. All right, well, the tomato seems to reach the speeds relative to the inciting attempt at humor, relevant to the variables that seem to include corniness, humor to length ratio, and the use of puns. Language appears to be irrelevant.
So if you tell a dad joke,
Yeah,
if you tell a dad joke,
the fucking
and it's
tomato's just gonna get up and peg
like
you in
a
the
good
face at 100
groaner.
miles an hour.
like a good groaner where they're like, oh,
Yeah.
you're getting fucking
Yeah, you're
lit
just
by
compelled by the
lit
critical
up by that
tomato.
tomato. I like this note right here. Whoever snuck SCP-504 into the cafeteria kitchen is getting terminated. Those tomato slices are like fucking shurikens.
Dr. Blast.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I like
that's
that.
just a silly one I threw in there. It's a
I
real
would've-
one.
some
It's
of
a real
these-
SCP, but I'm saying they're not all dangerous.
I'm gonna read this log. Item: one mature SCP-504 tomato. Subject: D5041. Spoken: is a hippopotamus or just a really cool hippopotamus? Result: no change in velocity. 100 miles an hour. Read this one.
One mature SCP-504 tomato. Subject D5041. Spoken: what is an archaeologist? Someone whose career is in ruins. Tomato clocked at 124 miles an hour. Subject suffered a broken nose. It's got certain tastes and jokes that might indicate sentience.
Sapiens.
Sapiens, yeah.
Item: one mature SCP-504 tomato. Subject: D5042. Spoken: 3 tomatoes are walking down the street. A papa tomato, a mama tomato, and a little baby tomato. Baby tomato starts lagging behind. Papa tomato gets angry, goes over to the baby tomato and smushes him. It says, "Catch up." Result: tomato clocked at 264 miles an hour. Subject rendered unconscious.
Killed his ass.
Knocked his ass out.
There's a shitload of these. All right, well, go ahead.
We got time for one more.
Oh, one more. All right.
We got time for one more.
So I was going to bed, and my brother told me, good night. Don't let the bed bugs stick their proboscis in your skin and suck your blood. Good luck on the healthy dermis. 2-second pause before activity. Tomato clock that. Redacted, sound barrier broken, subject killed.
That was so bad. He got
he got killed.
He got atomized. No, but you see, some of these SCPs can be funny. You read them, get a good laugh.
They're not all scary. There's a lot of scary ones, but there's still good
I already
ones.
don't like tomatoes. I now don't like them anymore.
I don't like them anymore.
Like, it's just, no. You never know when one might be fucking, waiting to smash you in the face. But I got one. This one, I'm so glad this isn't live because I get to fucking edit all this. Okay. This one. This
spooky.
I don't know.
Hold my hand.
It's called the homunculus. SCP-030.
I know what a homunculus is. It's a little goblin.
Object class safe. So, but the tomato was safe. That doesn't sound very safe to me.
Yeah, just because they're safe doesn't mean they're not dangerous.
I know it's an oxymoron.
They say they're safe. It just means when they say they're safe to contain. They're easy to contain. Doesn't mean it won't kill you.
Exactly. It means they won't kill you right now.
The fleshy bear was, he's fucking...
Euclid.
He's safe. He was safe. And then once he came back with the fleshy bear, he got upgraded.
They upgraded him. But the special containment procedures. SCP-030 is to be held at Site-17 within a modified humanoid containment cell. Minor adaptations to accommodate its stature, such as an appropriately scaled workspace and chair, are to be included. Lighting within the cell may be altered upon request of SCP-030 to a maximum of 2,000 lumens via a simple dimmer switch. Should the need to render SCP-030 inert arise, staff may extinguish the lighting from the exterior switch and draw blackout curtains as necessary. Standard night vision equipment is available for observation of 030 in its inert state. So far not too bad. It appears that if you need to render it inert for any reason, all you gotta do is turn out all the lights. It needs light to function.
Okay.
SCP-030 may request materials for personal research every 90 days. All previously requested materials are to be collected and destroyed prior to delivery of new material. All materials are to be evaluated and screened by both research and security staff. SCP-030 is to be denied access to any modern scientific journals or texts, and fiction is to be restricted to works produced no later than 1623 CE to preserve the integrity of its innate knowledge. So we got to keep it in an artificial time bubble. Keep it thinking it's fucking 1623. Staff wishing to consult with SCP-030 in writing are to place a formal request, document number 030/RS/B, with the supervising researcher on duty. All correspondence is to be retained. Staff wishing to consult with SCP-030 in person are to submit a formal request to site management. The documents are there at least 30 days prior to their preferred consultation date. All consultations are to be recorded and retained. Senior research staff may request 030 to be temporarily removed from its containment for a maximum of 1 hour to provide observational insight into non-restricted materials or events within Site-17. Under no circumstances is SCP-030 to leave the confines of Site-17. Requests must be presented in person to site management and security staff at least 30 days prior to their preferred observational release date. All observational release events are to be recorded and retained. SCP-030 has been equipped with a tracking device, so its location within Site-17 may be determined precisely at any time. So it's got relative freedom.
Okay.
All things considered, you can walk around, the entire facility for an hour every day. How's it going, Mitch?
How's the kids?
So what is SCP-030, aka the homunculus. Here's a description. SCP-030 appears as a hairless, genderless, gray-toned human, 28 inches in height and weighing 12.7 kilograms, so about 8 pounds.
Yeah.
Its solid blue eyes lack discernible irises or pupils. Control the spice, control the universe.
He's on the spice.
It resembles small cut sapphires. SCP-030 possesses an androgynous voice with a pronounced English accent not currently identifiable as specific to any modern region. So it's got an ambiguous ass British accent from any region.
Hey Roy, hey, say Roy, say Roy.
Sound like Wallace and Gromit. It is able to converse, read, and write in ancient Greek, Latin, Italian, English, Spanish,
Hey,
and
Roy,
Portuguese.
how'd you get this, boy? I can write all kinds of stuff for you if you want me to write for you.
I love Chase.
I'm fucking homunculus. My name is Charlie. Hey, fuck you.
On top of all those languages, he can speak an additional 2 languages that have not yet been identified, despite SCP-030's insistence that they should be common knowledge, quote unquote. So, 2 mystery languages that we should know.
Yeah, but we don't.
We don't
you
know.
don't know chocolate box? The fuck
You don't speak chobble bobble.
Hey, you don't know sucking fucking little bastard.
I don't know what to do. SCP-030 has also demonstrated knowledge of physics, chemistry, astronomy, mathematics, and horticulture, roughly equivalent to that of a 17th century academic. In addition, SCP-030 has demonstrated knowledge on these topics using along research lines that do not appear in the historical record. So he gives you this.
Gelfling.
Yeah, but it's super smart in ways that
I'm fucking smart, Gelfling.
smart Gelfling. Skeksis.
That's Skeksis.
It reached these points, it reached it on its own without outside help. So it knows these in ways that we don't even know.
Like the Green Skilled Children.
Yeah. These alternative or entirely unknown approaches to research in the natural sciences are one source of SCP-030's utility and consultation. So because it knows things in different ways than we know things, it's helping us gain better insight into how it's different, what's going on, what's different. SCP-030 remains active while a 15 lumen light source or greater is within 5 feet, like a candle. As long as it's got a candle. In the absence...
You ever got a candle in the wind, right?
Jesus Christ, G-Rush.
That's my little humongous impression.
He's being a homunculus. You're a good homunculus.
You're right. You think so? I do right.
In the absence of light, SCP-030 becomes inert, apparently losing consciousness and showing no outward signs of life. Within 5 to 10 seconds of being re-exposed to light, it becomes active once again, appearing to come out of a light slumber no matter how long period of inactivity has been.
Sorry, sir. You turned off the light. I just passed right the fuck out. Sorry. You gotta keep that light on. I'll just fall right the fuck asleep, dude.
How long has it been? It feels like no more than 15 minutes. It's been 3,000 years.
Well, son of a bitch.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no matter how long it's been, unconscious. It does not appear to require these periods of inactivity as a human requires sleep, and has expressed a desire to remain active as long as possible. It does not like getting turned off. I would not like getting turned off.
Yeah,
either.
it sucks. Yeah.
It does not seem like it would be fun.
Hey, you little motherfucker. Don't turn me off like that. Like I don't do shit.
But it turns off like a robot, even though it's apparently a living creature. It's alive, it just turns off. Biopsy analysis of 030.
That'd be awesome. You'd be like, man, shut the fuck up. Blow out the candles and just...
Hey, Hey, you motherfucker!
Windows fucking noise.
Yep.
Biopsy analysis of SCP-030 remains inconclusive. While clays native to the English counties of Kent, Surrey, and Greater London make up a majority of its structure, traces of Mandragora officinarum, lime, mercury, and human blood have been found in each sample taken. SCP-030 has expressed that a full exploratory surgery to determine
It's
its
really
inner
weird,
workings.
man. I'm here, and they're like, I'm here, right? And they keep taking my poop, man. I don't know what they're doing.
They keep stabbing me with
Looking through it,
needles.
and they're stabbing me. Man, this is driving me high.
A full exploratory surgery to determine its workings would potentially end its existence. So, like, it's like, well, you know, you could do the surgery, but I'll probably die.
Yeah, please, dude.
I might not turn back on after that.
Fucking die, man.
I don't like that idea, sir.
Well, that's cool, because he's probably just floating around the SCP factory, fucking, you know, or the containment, you know. Imagine it's like a jail cell.
Yeah. Samples removed from 030 do not regenerate.
Okay.
And sampling is currently discontinued to preserve its integrity. So they already took too much.
You took all my
not getting
poop.
better.
You took all my poop.
I look like cheese, sir. I don't like this. It hurts. It does not feel good.
Somebody give him a sock and see if he'll set him free.
It does not, although it can be damaged, it does not appear to feel pain. It will simply remold any portion of its anatomy that experiences deformation. So it can't regenerate, but it's getting smaller each time. It doesn't hurt, but I imagine it's very inconvenient.
Yeah.
Notably, 030 cannot be molded directly by human hands, though any number of tools may be used to alter its surface. 030 does not respirate, requires no sustenance, produces no waste, although it does infrequently request a bath. So it doesn't eat, breathe, or like need to sleep or anything like that. It doesn't shit.
I don't even poop.
He doesn't poop, but he does occasionally need a bath.
That's awesome.
It refers to itself as Ariel and regularly requests that staff do the same. Questions regarding how 030 was created and by whom are routinely answered with a seemingly rote statement. I have been asked to forget that bit of information. Terribly sorry. 030 delivers this response in the same tone and cadence each time any question regarding its origins or creator are presented. So it goes all robotic. Like it says it the same exact way like a skinwalker every time. Every time it's asked, like, who made you? Where'd you come from? It's like, well, I've been asked to forget that. I'm terribly sorry.
I saw, sir. They told me to forget that he made me noggin, and I just started.
Says it the same way every time. Given its composition and location of origin, a link to the alchemist of Alagata is suspected. Don't know who that is. If this gets enough likes, we're going to do a part 2.
Yeah.
030 was discovered on June 12th, redacted, during a mandatory archaeological survey within London's Mortlake district, pending construction of a car park. It was buried approximately 9 feet below street level, contained in a small stone sarcophagus. The sarcophagus bore no markings, and it was assumed to be that of a deceased infant, as additional graves were discovered in the survey area. The sarcophagus lid was shattered during the excavation, exposing 030 to daylight. Upon being struck by the sun's rays, 030 roused from its inert state to one of mild activity within a few seconds, stating, "Good morning," to the assembled construction team. Could you imagine?
Yeah, that'd be funny.
The
What the
coffin
fuck is
breaks
that?
open, you see the little baby thing get up and say, "Good morning."
You're like, what the fuck?
Like, yo, what the hell is
Yeah,
that?
give me that nail gun. Bap, 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 bap. No, just
A
kidding.
member of the Foundation's Greater London Recon Force was summoned within hours and took the specimen into custody without resistance. A limited number of witnesses were given amnestics and released. So they all got told to forget it, and they were made to forget it.
Hey,
But
does
they
it smell like
found more.
chloroform?
They found more than one sarcophagus.
Ah.
Only one of them broke open. So there could be more of these fucking things in
There's
England.
more
dude.
homunculus out there.
But yeah, no, that was a fun one. Yeah, dude, how about that? Like, if a bunch of those little baby motherfuckers just started coming up and be like, "Good morning, sir. How are
I think
you
if you
doing
saw
today?"
anything that's not human, at first you'd be like, "Oh," you know what I mean? Like, because that's what I've heard about people who see like aliens and shit. Your fight or flight just kind of fucking kicks in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but these are like little tiny, like 9-inch tall motherfuckers.
Even then, you'd be thinking like fucking fairies or elves or whatever.
Like, why were you in a coffin?
I think if you were a little kid, you'd be cool with it, but as an adult, you'd be like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah, right. It'd be like a little doll at first, and then it starts telling you, like, "Hey, we should go kill your dog.
Like,
I have
what?
some experiments I'd like to run."
You're like, "I'm fucking stabbing
Master
you."
has given Dobby a sock. But no, like I see, I love SCPs. I got a whole list of these, dude. And
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you got
I got a bunch more to read. We should do a part 2. We should.
We're
break
definitely
off here.
doing a part 2.
We'll do a part 2.
We're gonna break off here.
So
You
we're gonna
guys,
break off here.
win.
Thank you for
broke
listening.
my arm. We're gonna get a part 2 of this fucking special.
That's
But
it.
yeah, that's Wander. Or goddamn, that doesn't exist anymore. That doesn't exist anymore. Shut up, G. Raj.
Back to the
that never
Stargate.
happened. This has been Back Through the Stargate. Listen to this ad. We love you.
God damn it.
Yo, G-Raj. I seriously don't know how you're still putting up with those laggy ass servers, man. You've got to check out Nitrado.
I mean, I am tired of slingshotting into the walls.
Exactly, that's what I'm fucking talking about, dude. Nitrado's game servers are super affordable, so your broke ass can still fucking get it. Like a few bucks a month, and they got over 120 games.
That's awesome.
Ark, Minecraft, Rust. You can even swap between them at any time. No extra fees, different games, man.
Wait, you can switch games on the same server?
Yeah. Plus, setup's instant and you're totally in control. No nonsense, no contracts. Just hop in and host your own world the way it should be.
Okay, you sold me. Where do I sign up?
Nitrado.
Use the link in the description to sign up. I'm down.
That link right there. Just click
I'ma try
on it.
that.
It's nice and easy, man. Nice and easy.